Phillip Prince, aka Prince of Silk, will entice you with his designs and fashions that will knock your socks off. We are with Phillip Prince. He is a fashion designer. Just to give you a little bit of some history about Phillip, he specializes in quality silk clothing, and we're not talking about any type of silk. This is very special, and he's going to let you know a little bit about what that's all about. He is also a graduate of the New York Fashion Institute of Technology. He has a Bachelor of Arts degree in both business administration and advertising from Roosevelt University in Chicago. He has been around during the 60s designing for some incredible rockers, some of my favorites. This is Phillip Prince.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Phillip. Thank you so much for joining us today.
That's a hard intro to live up to. I have to try hard.
No, you don't. You live up to everything
Thank you very much.
Well, I've got to tell you, some of the things that he's bringing to us today, you're going to get to see in just a few minutes. But I want to go on with a little bit of the list of people that he has clothed. There has been Mick Jagger, as we had mentioned, Jimi Hendrix, Alice Cooper, Janis Joplin, and others. And then, which leads us up to today, you also dress Mariah Carey, Smokey Robinson, Norm Nixon,
Tony Dorsett.
Wow.
Yeah. We're trying to do something different and healthy. The clothing is healthy too. I might want to add that in the beginning.
It's healthy.
All green.
It's all green?
Yeah, the whole process of silk is totally green.
And we're going to get into that because Phillip has a company, and it's called Silk Tex. And as I had mentioned earlier, it's not just any type of silk, it's specially woven. But I still want to mention a couple of other things. He created something that's called the tuxedo T-shirt. The Beatles wore this
to the Academy Awards, of all things.
I mean,
they didn't want to wear real tuxedos because they was too corny.
Oh my God!
So they wore a corny T-shirt.
Oh my God! It wasn't corny though, because I mean,
it was cool.
It's very cool.
Very cool. Yeah, they made a statement. They made an art statement.
Everything that you design makes an art statement.
Yeah.
It's basically wearable art.
Wearable art. Yeah.
And it's really beautiful. Let's start a little bit about Silk Tex.
Silk Tex, yes.
This is your company.
Yes, my company.
And you said that it's green.
It's green.
And when did all of this, what's different about your designs versus someone else's?
Well, there's some major differences,
Yeah.
and I'll start at the beginning.
Okay.
Silk is made from a worm.
Yes.
And it's the silkworm.
Yes.
It spins a cocoon.
Yes.
The cocoon is the silk.
Mm-hmm.
I went to China in 1988
Okay.
to become a silk specialist. Because I'd been working in silk and leather, and I decided silk was such a great fabric.
It is.
I wanted to go to the source.
Wow.
So I went to China by myself. I didn't speak any Chinese.
Oh my goodness.
Only knew one guy. He spoke English, but he happened to be the silk king of China.
And he and this is Phillip Prince, so he's the prince of silk.
Exactly. That's what they call me. So I went to China in 1988, and I discovered that silk hadn't changed in 6,000 years. It had been the same. So being a creative person, I started thinking of ways to improve it. And the only way I saw to improve silk was from the source, from the worm itself.
Okay.
So I was a natural vegan at the time.
Okay.
And drinking wheatgrass juice and all that.
So you have always been ahead of your time.
Always. So I decided, hey, let me try a protein spray on the leaf that the worm eats. The worm only eats one thing. It's called mulberry leaf.
Okay.
So I sprayed the leaves with the protein enhancer.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling them my secrets, man.
I mean, this is amazing. I mean, that's totally. Now, are you a chemist also?
Well, my mom was a chemist.
Your mom was a chemist.
Yeah, I grew up in a chemistry environment. Right. But my thing was always natural.
Okay.
So the worm ate the leaf, and lo and behold, they became bigger than the regular silkworm. So I started calling them little dragons. So the little dragon would spin silk that's thicker than a normal worm.
Oh my goodness.
And that's the only way to develop silk is from the source.
My God.
So we started using the thicker thread.
Okay.
And then we used computer enhancement to weave different weaves of fabric that imitated denim or imitated
That
cotton.
imitated it.
Right, exactly, but it was all silk.
Oh my God.
So we used the weaving
Yeah.
or the knitting
Yeah.
complexity
Right.
to the new silk, and that's how we created all these new fabrics.